We are back on the 4th and 13 podcast. I am your acting moderator, Jose, diehard Jacksonville Jaguars fan. To my right, we have another diehard Eagles fan. The only one remaining. Two of them dropped. He's on the island today. Mo, top dog, and to his right, the man that's usually in op territory. The tables have turned. It is all even now, baby.
Let's go.
Yes, Sequoia. So let's get it. Eagles fan, boy, you bounced back against the Miami Dolphins
6-1
after a tough loss against the New York Jets and Zach Wilson. You knock off Tua and the high-powered Miami offense. With the Niners going down, are the Eagles the best team in the league?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Best team in the league or
Best
NFC?
League.
League? Oh, Lord.
That's not a discussion.
Fuck.
Best team in the league.
Best team in the
It's
league?
them and the Chiefs, man. It's 1 and 2.
Who are the Chiefs playing?
This week.
They're playing Denver, no? But who
Playing
they just
Denver
beat?
this week, yeah.
Who they just beat? Nowhere near as tough.
That's the
Miami
Dolphins.
is the number one offense.
Because they had a 70-point game versus the Denver Broncos.
They have a
Yeah,
rushing
that's why.
touchdown leader. Raheem
They
Mostert.
stat padded on the Denver
What
Broncos.
They run the
They
ball
stat
well.
padded on
Nah,
them?
that doesn't
Right.
make them number one though.
Nah, that's a huge reason why they're number one.
But no, that helped with the win margin. But they have the highest passing yards,
That's what.
and what Tua's balling,
Yeah.
and Raheem is the touchdown leader. They
Yeah.
run the ball well.
Okay.
So we held them to 224 total yards, 45 rushing yards, and technically only 10 points.
So what?
They had 17, but Jalen Hurts threw a pick six.
What the
The
hell?
Patriots
happened?
did the same thing, though.
Yeah, they did.
The Patriots have a good defense, and they're a divisional opponent. They know each other.
Yeah.
The Patriots lost to the Saints 34-0.
They just beat the Bills.
The Patriots lost to the Cowboys 34-0.
They
Yeah,
just
they did.
beat the Bills, though.
No, 30 what was
Wow.
it? 35-3.
Bro,
Any given Sunday.
any given Sunday. But what happened? Why do you guys bounce back against Miami? Like, what happened in New York that you fucking everything switched up against Miami?
I think Lane Johnson going down was a big
The
factor.
injuries?
Yeah, we had 4 sacks and 3 turnovers
Mhm.
once Lane Johnson went down.
That's the heart and soul. But what about the rest of your team, bro? You still have a stacked team.
We couldn't run the ball, and credit to the Jets defense. Jalen Hurts messed up the game. He played bad, but how we responded is what defines the team.
Didn't he also throw a pick six against Miami?
Yeah,
Ooh.
I said that. Yeah, he threw a pick six.
But
That wasn't his fault, but it's gonna be on the stat sheet.
the Eagles got a big pickup, though.
Yeah, they did. That's
Byard.
another argument why they might be the best team in the league. They picked up Kevin Byard. They gave up Terrell Edmonds a 5th
And a
a
6.
6th-round pick for All-Pro Kevin Byard.
Let's go
I feel like that's what takes them.
to the next level.
I mean, you guys were already on the level, but it just I feel like that's the difference maker that you needed in the secondary.
Absolutely.
You had Big Play Slay. You had James Bradbury. You lost Chauncey Gardner this offseason.
Absolutely.
The safety play is what?
Reed.
Shambles.
Reed Blankenship and now Byard, right?
Kevin
Yeah.
Byard. That is a great upgrade.
In competition to what he said, as far as the Eagles being the best team, I think the Eagles are the best team in the NFC, but the best team in the NFL, I got them third. I have the Chiefs number 1, and I have the Ravens number 2.
What?
Baltimore Ravens? Yo.
Yes, and why I have the Ravens number 2, because we like to look at the game that they lost. Who did they lose to? When everybody was talking about Lamar Jackson and he wasn't
The Steelers.
he wasn't
Baltimore.
worth the money. So versus the Steelers, right? nobody is taking into the consideration that they dropped multiple touchdowns in that game. They dropped multiple passes in that game.
I agree.
And drops is not something that you can hold on to as a stat.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And Lamar Jackson played great that game. But his receivers dropped it. Mark Andrews, he's considered as a top 3 tight end in the league. He dropped a touchdown pass. How often is Mark Andrews going to drop a touchdown pass?
Yeah, but how are they better than the Eagles though?
They're better than the Eagles for the simple fact that I
That's a bold
take
take,
Lamar Jackson. If I compare Lamar Jackson and Jalen Hurts, I'm taking Lamar Jackson.
I'll do the same.
If I compare the Ravens defense to the Eagles defense, I'm taking the Ravens defense.
Wow.
Kevin Byard might change that.
What about the offense as a whole? Baltimore,
Insurance.
Ba-
Kevin Byard might change that. But as of now, I got the Ravens defense over the Eagles.
Yeah, but what about offense? You just said the quarterback wise. What about the whole offense? You're taking Baltimore's offense over Philly's?
Yo, I like what I see, man. I like what I see. And as far as Jalen Hurts is doing a lot of
A.J.
turning
Brown?
over. Jalen Hurts is turning the ball over a lot.
A.J. Brown is on a tear right now.
He is. Jalen Hurts has more turnovers this year through week 8 than he had the whole year last year.
Yeah. So, y'all don't think he cleans it up?
No.
Y'all don't think the picks go down?
Nah, they're not gonna. He's gonna continue to turn the ball over. He's on a trajectory. He's on a pace right now.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go into a life lesson. Shout out to everybody that's watching 4th and 13 podcast. Life lesson. A person's pattern is gonna show you everything about them. The pattern is gonna show you everything about them. Whether it's about a person or data. The pattern is gonna show you everything about said person or data. And the pattern that Jalen Hurts is on is a lot of turnovers. Even if he scales back,
The
he's
numbers
still
don't
going
lie.
to be having a lot of turnovers.
So a tip ball into a...
Nah, we're not doing that.
Oh, why not?
We're not
Why
doing that. We didn't do that for Dak last year.
It's not his
No,
fault.
We didn't do that for Dak last year. We
didn't.
didn't. We did not do that for Dak last year.
If it's in the INT column, it is a INT.
It is what it is. You heard?
I think he cleans it up.
But don't get me wrong. The Eagles, I have the Eagles as a top,
Three.
the top team in the
From
NFC. But in the whole league, I got them number 3.
Ravens is crazy. This dude's...
Ravens is wild.
Ravens is
Yeah,
not
that's
wild,
great.
bro.
No, but
You're
the other,
taking Bateman over A.J. Brown?
Nah,
Nah,
we're
you
not
can't break
dealing
down the
player for
roster
player.
like that,
We're
bro.
not dealing
He-
player for player. We talking about just offense. Lamar Jackson is playing. Lamar Jackson, in my opinion, is MVP of the league right now. In my opinion. In my
but
opinion.
last year, not last year, last week, we're talking about Jared Goff being the MVP.
Until
they
Lamar
just got
Jackson.
beat
Right.
38
Right.
to 3.
If
No, to
Lamar
6, bro.
Jackson's receivers didn't drop all them touchdowns, didn't drop all them
The
passes,
Steelers?
versus the Steelers, Lamar Jackson would be front runner for the MVP right now.
Over McCaffrey?
Yes, absolutely. It's a quarterback league.
Yeah, it is. Speaking of McCaffrey, though, the 49ers lose back-to-back games, man.
They take his shit.
Back-to-back games to P.J. Walker and the Browns and Kirk Cousins with no Jay Jettas. Are they frauds?
Nah, I just think Purdy's been in situations that he hasn't been in. He had the luxury of, the best running back in the league and 3 other big
Studs.
weapons. Yeah,
Studs.
big weapons.
Studs.
Debo went down. He's going to be out for a couple more weeks.
Mhm.
McCaffrey was playing hurt. And Kirk and the Vikings played really well.
Yeah, they did. No Jay Jettas.
The Browns are the number 1 defense.
Oh, my
But
God.
P.J. Walker is ass.
P.J. Walker is
absolute ass.
He's ass.
Yeah, he just stole the
He's
Colts
been
win,
ass.
too.
He laid an egg against them. Brock Purdy put up
Vegas-
125, 1 touchdown, 1 interception against P.J. Walker.
Brock Purdy?
Brock Purdy did. And then against Minnesota, he put up 275 yards with 2 terrible fourth-quarter interceptions. He has a built-in excuse right now.
And what's that?
that he sustained a concussion
Concussion in the game.
during the Minnesota game.
He's
Okay.
ruled out, no?
Nah, he cleared concussion protocol,
Wow.
so he will play.
See, Brock Purdy has been a topic of the 4th and 13 podcast for about 3 weeks now. And, like, the conclusion that I come with is Brock Purdy's a system quarterback. And when it comes time for him to make a play by himself and throw down the field, the data shows through 8 weeks that he's not capable of it.
Throwing down the field.
Yeah, throwing down the field. Because I seen him miss a lot of throws versus the Cleveland Browns. And I seen him miss a few throws versus the Minnesota Vikings.
So he's just a screen pass god, or screen to Debo, screen to
Screen-
McCaffrey?
right. Nah, he's a system quarterback. I don't think Sam Darnold does any worse than Brock Purdy did.
Wow.
Really? You think Sam Darnold's gonna pick up right where Brock Purdy?
Yeah.
Really?
Brock Purdy's coming off of 2 straight losses.
Sam Darnold also isn't gonna play. Brock Purdy is back in the lineup.
Oh, Brock Purdy's gonna play?
Yeah, he's gonna
Yeah.
play. Brock
Oh,
Purdy cleared
Just said he
concussion
cleared,
protocol.
yeah.
Good concussion protocol. Okay.
So we're gonna
Yeah.
have to wait and see if Sam Darnold would be able to do that.
Listen, I'm a Brandon Ayuk fan, and I like Brandon Ayuk. I got Brandon Ayuk on 2 of my fantasy teams this year, and when I'm watching the San Francisco 49ers play, Brandon Ayuk is the downfield target. Debo Samuel, you know what I mean? Christian McCaffrey, they the ones that take the screens. He's missed Brandon Ayuk on a lot of throws, a significant amount. I'm watching it because I want Brandon Ayuk to do as best as he can for
Yeah.
my fantasy team. He's missing Brandon Ayuk a lot. Like, what do you guys got to say about that? Because we have to. I mean, it's going to be an ongoing conversation as far as Brock Purdy, if he's a good quarterback or is he a system quarterback. But as of now, through 8 weeks, he looks like a system quarterback.
After these back-to-back losses.
Yes.
One of their losses came at the hands of the Cleveland Browns without Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson was traded.
Traded?
He was traded by the Houston Texans to the Cleveland Browns, given a massive contract, 5 years, $230 guaranteed. They gave up 3 first-round picks, a third, and 2 fourth-round picks for this guy. And you give him a pass last year, he was suspended.
Right.
He didn't perform. You give him a pass last year, but this year it's not up to par.
It's not at all.
Through 4 games, 683 yards, 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. 3 full games, but he participated in 4. The question's out there, does he even want to play right now? You think he just got his money and he's robbing the Cleveland Browns? No?
He's dealing with a shoulder injury. Is that an excuse too?
I think that he is dealing with a shoulder injury.
And he's better than PJ Walker. Is he not?
However, I think that 230 guaranteed.
It sits
No.
nice.
And you know that you're getting it no matter
It
what.
sits nice in the bank account,
You don't have
to say the
nothing.
least.
You don't have nothing to work for after that. Like, you have nothing to work for. Like,
And they had such high expectations. So, just to give some context, they also did lose Nick Chubb for the year.
Mhm.
But coming into the year, they had high expectations.
right?
Deshaun Watson with a full offseason, this team can compete in the stacked AFC North.
Stack. AFC North is the best division in football right now.
Absolutely. You got the Baltimore Ravens 5-2, Pittsburgh Steelers 4-2. They beat Cleveland, Baltimore, and the Rams. They got Deontay Johnson back. But are you a believer in Kenny Pickett?
No.
Non-believers?
I did.
You believe them?
They look really weird. They're having a hard time getting that offense
But they're
together.
winning.
Yeah.
They're winning games, man.
Yeah.
I believe in Mike Tomlin,
Yep.
but I do
Great
not
coaching.
believe in
Kenny.
Kenny Pickett. Nah.
They're always solid.
He got to show me. You got to show me.
So if you have this roster in place,
Mhm.
you have this coaching in place, it's a clean sweep. You don't believe in the guy at quarterback. What do you do at this point? Do you make a trade? You make a trade for a Kirk Cousins?
For Kirk Cousins. Ooh.
You make a trade for one of these bad teams that are looking to move on from their quarterback?
So, like, from my perspective, I'm gonna put my foot in the Steelers organization's shoes, and as of right now, we're 4-2 with Kenny Pickett. So
Yep.
I'm gonna ride out with Kenny Pickett.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna give no draft capital up to get Kirk Cousins.
No.
Prime time.
But Kenny, what year is Kenny in? Third?
Kirk beat the.
He's in his second. Yeah, he did. Prime time Kirk.
It's like crazy.
Hell yeah. Yeah, Kenny Pickett is in his second year. You're eventually gonna have to pay him. You're just saying right now you don't move on. You see what you got in the guy.
Absolutely.
Right now, I don't. Yeah. Right.
All right. They also have potential defensive player of the year, T.J. Watt, on the other side. Just the whole team. The whole team is looking good except for the offense, which is shaky.
Yeah.
With
In
Kenny
the pass
Pickett.
defense, the pass defense is shaky.
Yeah, it is. Hopefully
Pass
Trevor
defense
finds
is shaky.
some amount of dice him.
Yeah, we
Oh,
got the
for
Jags. We
certain.
got Jags versus Steelers this weekend,
Hell
man.
yeah, it's gonna be an ugly game, but we do. Whenever both teams have a good squad on the field, we have their number. We've beaten them in the playoffs a number of times in recent years. Obviously, Jaguars have been a gutter team, and the years in the middle don't count. All right, the years in the middle do not count. I'm talking about when we both put good quality teams on the field.
Yeah.
They can't beat us, man. We go into Pittsburgh and we give them a nice whooping, man.
I got Jags beating y'all, but not a nice one.
Whether it was Blake Bortles or
Yeah, Jags.
Byron Leftwich or David Garrard, man. Now it's gonna be Trevor's time.
Trevor.
Trevor's time to put his stamp
What's
on
good
that
with
team.
Trevor and his knee injury, though? What's good with
I
the
ain't
knee
worried about it, man. I am not worried about
You're
it.
not worried about it?
Nah, knee tweak, man. He went out there on Thursday Night Football, ran all over the field.
Yeah, that was crazy. I didn't understand that.
He was just paranoid, man. He was not trying to get sacked, so he was taking off. That's my outlook on it. We beat the Saints, gave him a nice little whooping. But to stay in the NFC North, the AFC North, so it's Baltimore 5-2, Pittsburgh 4-2. The forgotten team is the Cincinnati Bengals at 3-3. They were the shoe-in, like, yo, they're winning this division, and then Joe Burrow gets hit with a calf injury in the offseason.
Right.
Off to a slow start.
They're playing the Niners, right?
Yeah.
I think they win.
You think
I
they
think
beat?
they won too.
You think the Niners are dropping 3 in a row?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think
Yep.
the new defensive coordinator for the Niners is fucking it up for them.
They got a new defensive coordinator?
Yeah. It's
Who's that? Who's that?
They lost D'Amico.
Yeah, they lost.
Oh, they lost to D'Amico Ryans. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So he's not as good as D'Amico Ryans.
That from what I'm seeing, yeah.
Because Kyle Shanahan's still calling the plays on offense.
Yeah.
They had the Debo injury. They had McCaffrey banged up. So you're saying their defense is butts.
Yeah. Their
They got
defense
Trent
along
Williams.
with
Trent Williams
Yeah, he's been
is
banged up.
is more important than Debo Samuel to that team.
I believe that.
The left tackle.
Hold on. So Debo is what option on that offense? Is Kittle over him?
Absolutely not.
So he's third.
Yes.
Yeah, he's actually second.
That was my argument,
Wait,
but I conceded.
It's not McCaffrey, Ayuk.
No, it's McCaffrey, Debo, and then Ayuk.
Thank you.
Ayuk is the wide receiver one on the team, but how they implement Debo, he's the second option.
So that's your belief that Brock Purdy isn't throwing the ball down the field like that to Ayuk for Ayuk to be eaten.
He's not.
So his second option is always Debo on these short
It's
and
Debo on the
intermediate
short.
routes.
Because Debo is like, you know what I'm saying? He's AJ Brown light.
Damn, but why?
You know what I mean?
Why do you have the Bengals beating them? So Burrow's healthy. They have losses to the Browns and the Ravens.
Yep,
But they
two
also-
great teams. Great
They
teams.
also beat. I guess notable wins are the Rams and Seahawks.
Mhm.
So why are we believers in the? It's strictly because of Burrow?
Nah, yeah.
Yes.
So
Strictly
the
Joe
Bengals
Burrow.
are in the part of their season where they woke up and now they're moving. They got some motion now.
But those are two big division losses, Cleveland and Baltimore.
Yeah, it's a division. Those are two of the top teams in the league right
They
now.
are at the bottom of their division right now. Like I just want to see the only reason why
They
you
are.
guys are believers in this Bengals team is Joe Burrow.
Yes, because my reasoning behind that is because Joe Burrow was hurt, and you can tell that the offense was clearly hampered
Yeah.
with his calf injury.
Mm.
So now we got a sneak peek on the Bengals practices. Joe Burrow can actually play under center now. So now that opens things up for Joe Mixon
Yep.
to get better. He's not just running out of shotgun now because Joe Burrow can't get underneath the center because he has a calf injury. That's no more. Also, with that being said, Jamar Chase has been in the slot 22% of the time.
That's different.
That's different.
These are just that.
That
deep.
means we're trying to get our best player the ball.
Mhm.
So now, if Joe Burrow's healthy with the calf injury, Jamar Chase goes back to what he's always been.
that deep
And
threat.
you know what Jamar Chase has always been.
He's
We're not disputing that.
He's a
Yeah,
dog.
yeah.
So like, yeah, and it's
Yeah,
Joe
but-
Burrow, bro. It's Joe Burrow, man.
So they're last in their division, but you guys sound like we're very high on. So they're contenders. They're AFC contenders.
Bengals, yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
yeah, always will be.
Absolutely.
With Burrow there, they will be.
Really?
I like the Bengals. As a matter of fact, like I know I like the Ravens. The Ravens are my number 3 team in the league right now. No, they're my number 2 team.
Wait, so let me set this up for you.
Okay.
Let's do our top 5 power rankings. So since both of y'all are high on the Cincinnati Bengals as AFC contenders, what is your power rankings in the whole NFL right now? Top 5.
Top 5. So, all right. So top 5. Me personally, I got the Chiefs.
At 1.
I got the Ravens at 2.
Wow.
I
don't
got
understand
the
that.
Eagles at 3.
This is where it gets interesting now.
I got the 49ers at 4.
Still, back-to-back losses still?
Yeah, I
Okay.
still got the 49ers at 4. And then number 5 is a toss-up. And it's a toss-up between a lot of teams.
Yeah, there
You know what I mean? Number 5 is a toss-up between
Mm-hmm.
the Bills,
Mm-hmm.
the Jaguars, the Cowboys, the Bengals.
You did say the Bengals beat the Niners. So
I'm missing one more. I'm missing one more team. And the Miami Dolphins.
Wait, that's the toss up for what?
It's
for the
number
5th,
5.
For the
last,
5th?
the
Yeah,
last
it's
fifth
a
slot.
lot of toss-ups.
Who are you gonna give the 5th slot to?
Currently, week 8.
Week 8. So
Who you giving it
who
to?
I'm gonna get his 5th slot to? I mean, it shouldn't be a fucking issue.
Lord.
It shouldn't be a dispute. It shouldn't be nothing crazy, right? You see the hat? Like, what we talking about?
All right.
Come on, I'm giving the 5th ranking to the Dallas Cowboys.
Hell
Okay.
yes.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Shout out Joshua Dobbs.
Yo, shout out Brock Purdy too. He beat the shit out of him.
Yo, not even Parsons put the Cowboys at 5th.
Who the Parsons had? Who the Parsons
Where'd he
had?
put?
He didn't put. I think 6, 7. He didn't
6,
have.
7?
He didn't have.
I mean,
him on the
it's
list.
all. They're all in the toss.
He also didn't have Chiefs on the list. But,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's bugging. Yeah, right. Yeah,
My-
yeah.
Take the
Listen,
jersey
listen,
down.
listen,
Take
listen,
the jersey
listen. This is my man's here. I'm a Cowboy fan, but disregard what the fuck he be
He be
saying.
bugging sometimes.
He's
my man's be
fucking
bugging.
22. His frontal lobe isn't fully developed. He's good on the field, but the mind, I don't know.
So who you got, Mo?
Yeah.
Who you got? What's your
I
top 5
agree
power
with Micah. I think Eagles are the best team right now.
Ooh.
Number 1.
Okay.
I'll go Chiefs 2.
Okay.
Cool.
Chiefs 2 that you lost to in the
So
Super
this
Bowl.
year's gonna be different.
Alright.
This year.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
We're talking week 8, 2023.
That you
Yeah.
lost to in the Super Bowl. You know, y'all
No,
both got
no
the,
gaining.
y'all
We-
both got the same
If we
record.
played right now, we
Yeah.
are going to beat them.
Whoa!
If we played
What?
right
Whoa!
now, we're going to Arrowhead.
What?
They're on a 6-game winning
No,
streak.
We're going to Arrowhead. We're going to Arrowhead.
You want me to pick? What the fuck?
Right, I'm bugging. I'm like,
Alright,
yeah,
alright.
yeah, you know how
They have
is.
Chris Jones. All right. My fault.
Nah, the Air Chris Jones could be used every week. But
Go ahead.
3,
So,
3. I got Ravens.
yep.
no,
So
wait,
Ravens
no,
are
no,
3.
Hold on. Fuck
Well, jump in there, man.
the power rankings. I need to
wanna know why?
know why the Eagles are better than the Chiefs all of a sudden.
I think our defensive
to know
coordinator,
that, bro.
that he's gonna Desai's gonna make the adjustments to slow Mahomes down. We're not gonna stop Mahomes,
So,
but we're gonna set up the schemes and the adjustments, especially with Byard. He has an answer for Mahomes,
okay.
but
You believe in that?
He has an answer to
Gannon did not have an answer.
Wait, why do you believe in this?
Right.
statement?
Because
Right.
What has showed you?
he just did it to the number one offense, and we added a
Hold
great
on,
safety.
hold on.
The Patriots did it to the number one offense.
They are a
the
divisional
Buffalo
opponent,
Bills
bro.
did the same thing
Bro,
to the number one offense.
It's
We're-
a high-powered
Bro,
offense.
we're going to Arrowhead. We
It's-
are going to Arrowhead. I will make a wager with the both of you that we go to Arrowhead and beat them.
Ooh.
I don't like the comparison. You
Hands are up. Hands are up.
What are we doing?
20.
$20. Listen. This is $20.
Hands are up.
This is 4th and 13. We do gentlemen's bets. You know what I mean? We're not telling you what to bet and how to bet, but this is what we're doing.
And it don't even matter because they beat us in the Super Bowl. Would you like to do it, sir?
Fuck the Chiefs, but they're gonna beat you. You're going to Arrowhead.
All right, so there. We have it. We
Yes.
have it. It's there.
So
We're just going to have to see. We're going to Arrowhead, but I think right now...
You're going to Arrowhead. You're going to
Yeah.
Arrowhead with a top defense this year.
Yeah,
Like, you didn't
definitely.
play. You didn't play a top defense last year.
Absolutely.
They're still not going to stop us.
Wait, but I just you
With
believe
Jalen Hurts,
you believe
bro?
Desai has a game plan to stop Mahomes because he stopped
I did not
Tua?
say stop. I did not say stop.
You say he's gonna
I
make
said there's an
adjustments?
answer. Yeah.
He has an
Desai-
answer.
Why is Desai better this year than the record-setting Eagles from last year?
So, Desai is a little bit more aggressive. Gannon kind of followed the 4 pass rushers, everybody sit back in zone, lackluster
And it
defense.
worked.
And it worked.
It worked.
Dad had
Record
73
setting,
sacks.
Not until we played the Chiefs.
You can't play no zone against Mahomes.
Right. You guys keep talking about the Jalen Hurts fumble was one of the reasons why we lost. But y'all never talk about the jet motion 2 wide open touchdowns. That's Gannon's fault.
Really?
That's the defense's fault. That's not Hurts' fault.
That's
That
Gannon's
that
fault?
can't happen. 2 wide open in the Super Bowl.
That had nothing to do with the execution of the players.
Bro, that is an adjustment that was not made in the second half. They scored 4 straight times.
Okay. All right. They scored
So
4 straight times.
I
Okay.
think Desai makes the adjustments. He's more aggressive. He blitzes more. And currently in week 7, going into week 8, he has 24 sacks, which is 1 more sack than Gannon had last year in week 7.
Ooh.
Okay.
Gannon finished with 10 picks. We currently have 3.
Okay.
So he's on pace to be
He's
better
your place
than
to be
Gannon
better
this
than
year.
Gannon. Okay.
On pace, yeah. It's sack-wise. But as far as sacks go, that's the players making the plays.
Wait.
Yeah,
I don't
we-
think that math checks out.
We have 24 sacks.
You finished with 70 last year.
Yeah, we have
72.
Yes, and in week 7, Gannon had 23. That's
So-
all I'm saying.
So Gannon stepped up second half of
He
the
got
year.
Yeah.
better
You
as
think-
the year goes on.
You think Desai is gonna do the same?
No, I'm just saying that
As of
there
right
aren't-
now.
Yeah, as of right now, they're the same in sacks.
Gotcha.
He finished with more picks. We currently have 3, and we just added Kevin Byard.
Ooh, yeah, that's a
That's a good pickup.
Know what I mean?
hell yeah.
That's a good pickup.
So
See,
you stopped at 3, right? Baltimore at 3.
Yeah, 3. I got Niners and Dolphins, but Detroit kind of ties with Dolphins at 5th.
Detroit ties
Detroit.
with Dolphins at 5th.
What in the what?
Detroit.
Yeah,
The
They're
Detroit
still-
hype
they're
jobs.
still a good team,
So we. Oh.
and I got them winning the division.
They just got embarrassed.
That's
man.
okay. We got embarrassed by the Jets.
Detroit
38
can't
to
play
3?
outside. They can't play outside, man.
Yeah?
Like, Jared Goff can't play outside, bro. Well, I'm not gonna say he can't play outside, but
His
the
performances
production and the performance takes a dip
Hmm.
when he's outside and not in the dome. Hey, fans, get the comment section.
Mm.
Tell me what you think.
Mm.
Does Jared Goff take a dip when he's outside? Because I know the data says yes.
Sheesh.
They're still second in rushing yards allowed.
Russia, yeah,
So you
yeah.
still have
They got a good
Miami also. In
They
the,
got a good defense.
Yeah, fifth. The kind of Miami and Detroit are tied. Those
Yeah, I
are my
so, but
power
Miami does get Ramsey back. Shout out Ramsey. You guys did just beat them. Their only losses are really against good teams. Philadelphia and Buffalo. Buffalo's toss up in the air. We could make our debate on what Buffalo really is if they're pretenders, but their wins are against the Denver Broncos,
Oh,
the New England Patriots,
Lord.
the LA Chargers,
Oh.
the New York Giants,
Wow.
and the 0-6 Carolina Panthers. Those are all the wins of this number 5 ranked Dolphins team. All right,
Flukes. Man, they're flukes.
they
What
sound
is
fluky.
what it's looking like is they can't play on the road. They struggle to play on the road right now, and it's not even cold yet. Like,
the track team got a little breeze. Or?
like it's not even cold yet. But I do understand that they're good in their house. You know what I'm saying?
Their climate.
Because they put the away team like right in the sun. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it works out for them. But like when they
That's
go
that
away,
home field advantage.
So
When
let
they
me
go
ask
away, it's
y'all a
not
quick
good.
question.
Well,
Is it that Miami are flukes, or did their offense pick up quicker than other teams? Because it takes about 3 to 4 weeks
Yeah.
for a team to figure themselves out,
good point.
and they kind of got to it right off
see,
rip.
but I feel like their offense just as a whole, man. Like they're running the ball great. They got Tyreek, Waddle still eating.
Mm-hmm.
They did lose Gesicki. They lost Gesicki this past offseason. It doesn't look like they're missing him, but I also haven't looked at the tape to see if they are really missing him on those short yardage or red zone situations.
Listen, dude, their tight end, Durham Smythe, he's not doing nothing.
Not a damn thing.
Like,
Nathaniel?
nothing. Like it's not even. It doesn't even matter what the tight end does. But like, my biggest issue with the Dolphins is the offensive line.
Really.
And
Armstead has been banged up this year. That's their best offensive
That's their best
line.
offensive line. So it's like, so what Josh is what is his name?
Mike
McDaniels.
Mike McDaniels. What he's doing now is he's having Tua, throw the ball really fast.
Yeah.
He's having Tua get the ball out of his hands in 1.5 seconds.
Almost Purdy like, huh?
Is that
Less
the
than-
fastest? Or?
Less than they're from the same tree. They're
Yeah.
from the same tree.
Yep. It's the
McDaniels and
Shanahan.
Shanahan is from the same tree.
It's the Shanahan
And what they're
tree.
doing with the running plays, their big hitters on running plays are outside zone running plays.
Is that built for later on playoffs?
Absolutely not.
Not at all. So are we really
Absolutely
believers
not.
in the Miami Dolphins, man?
No, I would never be a believer in the Miami Dolphins.
No.
Miami Dolphins, and
What
I would
about
never
Tua?
be a
Is Tua
believer.
elite? We don't gotta get in depth. Just like a quick yes or no. Hell no.
No, Tua's not elite.
Fuck no.
Not yet.
Not yet. You got time?
He said, "Not yet. This is
Not-
the best offense he's ever gonna be on." What do you mean, not yet?
He's
And
putting up the numbers though. He's putting up the elite
Right,
numbers.
he
but
is, he
if
is,
you look at the
he is,
context,
he
you
is.
see elite.
I don't see elite.
Not
man.
no.
I see elite weapons, elite play calling.
Absolutely.
That's what I see. That's elite. Tua himself, no, I don't see him as elite. You know, Brian Flores, he got fired because he didn't like Tua,
Mm-hmm.
and the owners like Tua.
Politics.
So we're gonna let the future hold
Yeah.
on who was right.
Not yet.
All right, going on to my power rankings. Shit.
Oh Lord.
If I don't, I really don't want to put the Chiefs there. I really do not want to put the Chiefs there.
So you gonna put the Jags there?
I'm not gonna put the Jags at one.
I had
Come
to
on.
ask you. I
Hey.
had to ask you.
I ain't gonna put the
Do
Jags.
the right thing, man.
I'm gonna do the right thing.
Philly.
He don't want to put the Chiefs there. Why would you not want to put the Chiefs there? Like why? Because they beat the Jags last year in the play, and they beat the Jags this year without Chris Jones.
No, with
With Chris
With
Jones.
Chris
Yeah.
Jones.
And
Oh,
Travis
Detroit
Kelce.
beat him without.
Okay.
A little switcheroo, but I'll put the Chiefs. I'll put the Chiefs the best
Okay.
team. They're on a
Okay.
6-game winning streak.
Okay.
They're getting it together. Mahomes has a top defense now for the first time in his career. That is scary.
Ooh, that's
That's absolutely scary. But also their receiving threats. They picked up Miko Hardman.
yep. Picking back up.
I don't see that as that's not a threat. Their receivers all mid, and then Travis Kelce. Pacheco had a good year. But they are the best team. Real close second place, I have the Philadelphia Eagles. Just scooped up Kevin Byard. I feel like that's a huge difference maker. They just knocked off a good Miami Dolphins team. That's their first test of the year, really, if you don't want to count Zach Wilson.
Fucked up.
Number 3,
My man laughed at his own pick.
because Zach Wilson's great.
Yeah, the loss of Zach Wilson is crazy.
Zach Wilson is absurd.
Cause Zach Prescott didn't lose. to
Damn,
Zach
next, I feel like I just have to put Baltimore right here just off of their dominant win against a good Detroit Lions team, but I'm not solely believing in that offense. I'm not solely believing in that. So you guys,
We gotta
Not you guys,
We gotta
but
go
you-
in depth. We gotta go in depth. Like
You-
we have to. We
so-
have to. It's content. We have to go. In
yeah, you
depth.
put up the drops. Drops are part of the game. That happens when the receivers aren't as talented as
So
other receivers.
why do you not trust an offense that has a brand new offensive coordinator that can get better
So that's
over the years?
so against this Detroit Lions team. Against this is
What?
How can you do that for Baltimore but not for us?
get better throughout the year.
I can
No,
definitely
it was
do
a
that for y'all.
projection.
Nobody
Oh,
said
okay.
that. we
It was a
could do that for
projection.
y'all. What are you talking about?
So-
don't do that. Don't do that.
So the past game they played the Detroit Lions.
uh-huh.
Good defense.
Good defense.
I was projecting it to be like a ugly run the ball game, good run offense versus good run defense, and Lamar actually dropped back and started slinging it, and they got to a quick lead, which is not Lamar like at all. This
Bruh.
isn't his forte. Maybe the offense is something. I'm just off
That
of one.
shit looks scary, man.
I'm not a believer in Odell comeback season. I'm not
That
a believer.
doesn't matter.
I'm not a believer in Odell comeback season. I would have been a believer if they would have traded. They were favorites to trade for Derrick Henry, but the Titans shut that shit down. I'm not a believer in any of their running backs, even though they do
Yeah.
have a good offensive line.
Gus and Justice Hill.
Hey,
I'm not a believer in those running backs, bro. I'm not a believer in Odell comeback. I'm a believer in Mark Andrews.
Okay. Bateman?
He's
No,
going,
not Bateman. No, not
he's
Bateman.
going position by position.
Zay.
He's not talking about the whole offense.
What
He's
about
not
Zay?
talking about the
Robert?
scheme.
You
Oh.
like Zay?
Huh? I like Zay. Zay's
Flowers.
performing. Zay looks
Flowers.
like Zay Flowers looks like the number one receiver in that offense. I'm
He
just
is.
saying I'm not
He
getting
is. the targets.
He is the
For
number
sure.
one.
Yeah.
receiver.
There's
Yeah.
potential for the offense. There's potential that they hit the ground running and keep on going, improving throughout the year. But as of right now, no, I'm not a believer. I feel like right now in third place, you put the toss up at fifth place. All those teams, I feel
Nah,
like the toss
I
up
got-
starts at third.
I got the Ravens at second place
Oh yeah,
based on the
Yeah.
scheme, based on how Lamar looked in the pocket,
good lord.
and he ain't even.
So
Once he start running,
he
like
developed
this,
as a passer?
nah, he's been a solid passer.
He's just in a better.
He's been a
offense.
solid passer.
He's in a better scheme. That's what.
Like he's
Think
not a
he's in a better
Patrick
scheme?
Mahomes. He's not a Justin Herbert. He's not a great passer, but he can pass the ball.
Yeah.
He can do it, and he can do
Quick
it
question,
at an
who-
elite level.
Who are you taking as a passer, Jalen Hurts or Lamar Jackson? As a passer.
Oh,
Quick.
ah,
Quick.
that's tough.
Lamar Hurts as a passer.
That's
quick.
tough.
I think
Both
Hurts-
mobile quarterbacks.
That's
Oh
the thing.
my
That's why,
God, that's
why-
tough.
But that's why I asked that. Did he develop in the offseason?
Yes.
Because as a runner,
Yes.
it's not close. Lamar Jackson's a better runner, but as a passer, right now, who is a
That's
better
too.
passer?
It's too close. It's too close.
Ah,
If I
not
had
the
to side with
cop-out.
somebody right
not
now-
the cop out.
Hold on.
Not the cop.
If I had to side with somebody right now, I'm siding with Lamar Jackson.
Woo!
I'm siding with Lamar Jackson, bro.
Jalen Hurts, I got you, bro. You good, man.
Good lord.
I think Lamar Jackson is the better overall QB.
But he didn't ask that. He asked who's a better thrower of the football.
I'm siding with
Same.
Lamar Jackson.
You got the same answer.
I'm siding with
I think he's a better
Lamar
runner.
Jackson.
All right, and then where am I? I'm at the 4th. Part of my preseason Super Bowl picks, I do think the Cowboys are the 4th best team
Ooh.
in the NFL right now.
Oof.
That's not because Sequoia is here.
Oof.
I think they have.
Ooh.
They lost Trayvon Diggs for the year, which is huge.
Yeah,
I
that's
do not
big.
like Jerry Jones coming out and saying I'm not looking to make any major trades. Like
Yeah.
your window is closing.
Right.
Dak Prescott window is closing.
Prescott window was closing.
Absolutely, I feel like that. I'm not one of the guys that think Dak Prescott is trash. I think he's more than capable of getting it done. Even though he hasn't got it done yet, he puts up the numbers. He's capable of getting it done. I got him at 4th because the Niners drop back-to-back games. There's a lot of question marks, even with the injuries.
So you put Dallas Cowboys over the 49ers, even though the 49ers beat the shit out of my team.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, explain that.
They responded with a Chargers win and then went into a bye week.
Yeah, we got a bye week.
Yeah.
Going into a bye week.
Nah, but explain, like,
Is that
so-
enough to put him at
briefly
fourth?
explain
projecting.
that. Briefly explain.
I'm projecting.
Projecting.
We're
Okay, that makes
projecting?
sense. That makes sense.
We're projecting, right?
That makes sense. No, that makes
I'm
sense.
projecting.
That makes
I
sense.
think the offense gets it together. Hold on.
Oh.
Mike McCarthy.
Ooh.
Mike
Right.
McCarthy wants to run Tony Pollard to the ground, and he's not built for that. That's why, if y'all would have been in the running for Derrick Henry, it was reported that you were.
Right,
I
it was.
feel like Derrick Henry would
It
have
was.
put
I
y'all
did see that.
It
yeah.
put it over the top,
solidified,
over the top.
solidified right there.
Right.
Derrick Henry would have fit perfectly in that offense.
Derrick Henry would have put
A lot
a
of teams.
whole bunch of teams
A
over
lot
the
of
top.
But the Titans shut that down.
Right.
I got the
yep.
Cowboys projecting.
Number 4.
Even right now,
So
number
who's
4.
number 5?
Number 5 toss up a bunch of teams, man.
What's up? What's up? What we
There's
talking
so
about?
many teams
What we talking about?
that you could go for.
Off top.
What we
Off
talking
top.
about?
Off top, first one.
First one. I think I'll put the 40. Nah, the Jaguars are the 5th best team in the NFL, baby. The 5th best team, bro.
Yeah,
Yo,
I
you know how
expected that.
long I waited to have a quarterback, bro?
I expected that.
You know how long I waited? We're a quarterback away from going to the Super Bowl 2017. Just the drought from like 2008 to 2017, trash years. 2017 to now 2013, the in-between trash years. We have a quarterback now, bro. The hope in Trevor Lawrence. He's not lighting the world up with these numbers, but he's getting it done. He's improved significantly. If they get on the same page with Calvin Ridley, man, oh my God.
I'm still a firm believer of the Jaguars. So I side with him on the Jaguars being the 5th best team, and I still think, due to their schedule, that the Jaguars still can compete for a first round bye in the playoffs. Wow.
Yo, we do still play the Bengals. We play the 49ers. We both come off of a bye week, week 10. We play the 49ers. This upcoming week, we do play the Pittsburgh Steelers.
That's a win. But this is 4th and 13, and I'm going to say that I was wrong when I said that the Saints were better than the Jaguars. It's a bad take
It
now,
was silly. It was
but
silly.
when I said the take,
Yeah.
it was not a bad take. It
It was
was
still
actually arguable.
It was
But
arguable.
now I'm wrong, and I can admit that I'm wrong on the 4th and 13 podcast.
It was arguably
That was
silly.
what, week 2, week 3? Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. That was our power rankings. Jaguars do go over to Pittsburgh, play the Pittsburgh Steelers. I believe we come out with a dub and move up my own power rankings. And the Philadelphia Eagles. Who do y'all play?
We play the Commanders in Washington, D.C.
Oh, tough division game. Last time they played them, it was a tough division game. Obviously, I'm sure he got the Philadelphia Eagles.
The Washington
coming out.
no names.
The Washington no-name Commander football team.
The Commodores.
And then we got the other division rival, My number 4 ranked team in the league right now, the Dallas Cowboys, play the LA Rams. Another tough test.
Yeah.
And I believe
But the Cowboys don't lose to teams like the Rams.
No, they lose to teams like the Cardinals
Right.
and the Niners, but not the Rams.
Not the Rams.
That's
The
it,
middle
man.
of the pack team, we don't lose to them. We lose to teams that we're not supposed to lose to. And then we lose to teams that we are supposed to lose to.
Do the NFC
It's
West
a roller
sweep 'em?
coaster ride.
If the Rams beat y'all, the
The
NFC
NFC
West.
West
sweeps y'all. Wait, who's
No. No way. All right, man. That's wraps, man. That's wraps on the pod. 4th and 13 podcast.
It's never a problem.
We going.
We always.
Yes, sir.